Hi students, today I am going to discuss electric potential due to a dipole. Electric potential due to a dipole. You know that dipole is a two identical charges separated by a short distance. Let it be minus q and plus q. Separated by a short distance, let it be 2a, separation between them. Okay. Now its dipole moment is from minus q to plus q. It will be along in this direction. So first you define dipole moment. What is dipole moment? Dipole moment P is equal to, it is a vector quantity, one of the charge into separation between them. So magnitude of the dipole moment is q into 2a, separation. Now due to this dipole, I want electric potential at a point in this space, surrounded by this space. Where it is, you consider a point P. Join that point from center. So this is the center of the dipole. Let it be. So this is the point. This is the point which is having the position vector r bar, r. Okay? Which makes an angle theta with the dipole moment. So this r and theta are the polar coordinates of the point, r theta. We can call it as polar coordinates. That is position vector from center O, position vector O, and this r bar, position vector which makes an angle theta with the dipole moment. Now we want electric potential at this point. Okay? So I join this with a line. So that makes the position vector. Okay. Now you join these two lines. This line to the charge q, let it be r1. This point P is at a distance r2 from minus q. This point P is at a distance r2 from minus q, at a distance r1 from plus q, this point. Okay. Now we want potential here. So let it be V. So what is V? Let V be the potential at the point P. At the point P, r theta coordinates. So this can be written as V is equal to potential due to minus q charge plus potential due to plus q charge. So you have to add these two potential due to minus q, potential due to plus q, or due to plus q minus q. Okay, you have to add these two from principle of superposition. So potential at this one is, potential at plus q is some constant k, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, charge q by distance is r1, distance of the point from that charge r1. This is potential due to plus q, plus potential due to minus q. So you will get minus here, minus k Q by R2. So this is potential, this is the net potential. So what is the common there? KQ is common, K is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, 4 pi epsilon naught Q, I take it as common, and 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. So let it be equation 1. So we got potential at this point in terms of R1 and R2. Suppose in the problem, if these two are unknowns, R is known quantity, R and theta are known quantities. So you convert R1 and R2 in terms of R theta. How do you convert this? By using mathematics. So you see there are triangles here, let it be A and B. You take this POB is one triangle having the angle POB theta. So you write, apply cos rule. So to get R1 and R2, apply cos rule. So from cross rule, from triangle POB, that angle is theta. From this triangle we have apply cos rule. What it says that this R1 square is equal to R square plus A square. This is half of the distance is A, this is A. So because this is the center of the dipole, AB is the dipole, its center is O. So the distance OB is A and AO is also A. So from cos rule we have R1 square is equal to R square plus A square minus 2RA cos theta. So I am applying that one. So what is that? R1 square is equal to, we have R square plus A square minus 2RA cos theta. Okay. So I applied cos rule. Here I am taking common R square. So you will get 1 plus 1 minus 2 R square or 2A cos theta by R plus A square by R square. Okay. So I take R square as common, that is R1 square. That is, since here the assumption is this R is very much greater than A. So based on this assumption, you can neglect this term. A square by R square we can neglect. You keep this term as it is. So we get R1 square is equal to R square 1 minus 2A cos theta by R. So this is R. From this 1 by R1 is equal to, we get from this 1 by R1 is equal to, I am writing here, 1 by R1 is equal to, you remove 1 by R, 1 minus 2A cos theta by 2A cos theta by R whole power under root minus half. So you have to inverse that. Clear? Now you apply binomial theorem for this. Apply from binomial theorem. We simplify this. The first term you keep as it is, remaining terms you neglect. So 1 plus x to the power n can be written as 1 plus nx by using that formula. So 1 by R1 is equal to minus half minus plus 1 plus 1 plus half, you multiply with the half, here is minus, minus half, minus plus, half of 2a cos theta by r. So I keep this term multiplied with this. So other terms are neglected. This 2 and 2 get cancelled. So you will get 1 by r1 is equal to 1 by r into 1 plus 2 get cancelled, a cos theta by r. So you will get this r1. Okay. Similarly from this triangle AOP you get r2. So similarly from triangle AOP triangle we have r2. 1 by r2 is equal to, similarly, see this angle becomes angle POB is theta, then angle AOP is 180 minus theta. Cos 180 minus theta becomes plus. So you will get plus here. So what you will get, r2 square is equal to r square plus a square minus 2ra cos 180 minus theta. Cos 180 minus theta is plus. So you will get 2 plus 2ra cos theta. So by simplifying similar fashion, you will get 1 by r2 is equal to 1 by r into 1 minus a cos theta by r. Okay. So we have 1 by r1 and 1 by r2 values. Substitute here. You get, so substitute r1 r2 values in equation 1 we get. So equation 1 is here. So what you will get, V is equal to, I am writing here, V is equal to K, that is Q by 4 pi epsilon r into, instead of 1 by r1 I am writing this 1 by r is here, I take common 1 by r is common, 1 plus cos theta a cos theta, 1 plus a cos theta by r minus, here you have minus this value, minus of minus becomes minus, minus of minus becomes plus, a by a cos theta by r. So this is minus 1 plus 1 get cancelled, a cos theta by r plus a cos theta by r becomes 2a cos theta by r. So once again I am writing this expression here. So V is equal to Q 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, here is r, here is r. So you will get r square. So you will get r square denominator and r square. Here a cos theta becomes 2a cos theta, 2a into q into 2a into cos theta. So we got finally this one. Q into 2a can be written as P, dipole moment. So V can be written as V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, Q into 2a becomes P cos theta by r square. So this is the final expression for potential at a point. Okay, due to a dipole. So here this can also be written as in vector form, V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P cos theta, that can be written as P bar dot R bar. P bar dot R bar is, what is that? P bar dot R bar. P R cos theta. P cos theta, 1 R will be extra here. To cancel that, you keep R cube. R cube. So this is in vector form. And this one and this one both are same. This is in non-vector form, this is in vector form. So we arrived at final expression. So this is potential due to a dipole. From this, what are the points we can conclude? Okay. The points which we can conclude is, first point, the electric potential due to a dipole is inversely proportional to R square. This is due to dipole. Due to dipole. Dipole. This is the point you have to notice. That is, from center, that is, as position vector increases, as you move away from dipole, the potential decreases rapidly. How it decreases? V is inversely proportional to R square. And but V is inversely proportional to R. This is due to, you have to notice this point, U due to point charge. Due to point charge, you have this one. We know this one already. And the third point here, assumption is R is very much greater than A. That is assumption here. Okay. What is assumption? This R, this equation is true. This equation is true when this assumption takes place. R is very much greater than A. And the fourth point, on axial line. So these are the points. See, this is the dipole. I take theta is equal to 0. I will choose a point here. P is the point of, this is the dipole, minus Q and plus Q. AB. AB is a dipole separated by 2A. From center O, this distance, let it be R, position vector. Okay. Now here I want potential. So this line is along the axis of the dipole, parallel to the dipole moment. So this axis is called axial line. What is this line? Axial line. So I want axial line potential. I want axial line potential at this point. Okay. So what is theta here? Theta is 0. You substitute this value here. Cos 0 becomes 1. Then V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by R square. So you will get this expression. So this is potential due to a dipole on axial line at a distance R from center. The next point, if perpendicular distance, if you choose a point on the equatorial line. What is the equatorial line? So this is a dipole, minus Q plus Q. AB is a dipole. AP is a dipole. This is the center. You take a point like this. You choose a point here, which is at a distance R from center O. Okay. This is a line. You can extend. So this is the position vector R. Now this line is called equatorial line. What is this line is called? Equatorial line. What is equatorial line? Passing through center of the dipole and perpendicular to dipole is equatorial line. So here I want potential. So what is theta value here? 90 degrees. So here theta is 90 degrees. Then potential is here cos 90. So here is cos 90. Cos 90 is 0. So potential on equatorial line is 0. So this line or this plane is called EPS. This plane is called EPS. What is EPS? Equipotential surface. That is, at every point on this line, that is equatorial line, the potential is 0. That is called EPS. So these are the points you can conclude regarding the electric potential due to a dipole. Okay. Shall I move to the next one? Okay. The next one, potential energy of a dipole. Potential energy of a dipole. In an electric field. Potential energy of a dipole in a uniform electric field. Okay, this is the topic. So let us consider a uniform electric field. These are the parallel lines. These parallel lines indicates what? Uniform electric field. Uniform electric field. Electric field. These parallel lines indicates. You consider a dipole. Dipole. Minus Q2 plus Q. AB is a dipole. Okay. AB is a dipole which makes an angle. What is its dipole moment? As you know that dipole moment is equal to as you know that P bar is equal to charge into separation between them. So its magnitude is Q into Q2A. This dipole, as you know that this dipole, when it is placed in a uniform electric field of intensity E, capital E, then it experiences no force but a torque acting on that. How much torque acting on that? You studied in electric field. So how much torque acting on that dipole? The torque acting on the dipole is how much torque acting on the dipole? Torque acting on the dipole. How much? Tau is equal to, we have tau is equal to, the formula tau is equal to, we have P bar cross E bar, isn't it? So we got this expression, we derived already this one. Okay, from this, so tau bar is equal to, torque is equal to P E sin theta. This much of torque acting on this dipole. So this torque will be like this, and this torque constitutes two equal and opposite forces separated by certain distance. So to rotate this one, it is already from an angle theta naught. This angle is theta naught. Theta naught. Torque. I want rotated against the field. Against the field. I want to rotate against this field. So we are doing external work to rotate this dipole through against the dipole, against the field. Against the field means, suppose this field has a tendency, the force acting on this dipole positivity is in this direction, force. So force acting on this will be in this direction. So it has a tendency to rotate like this, clockwise. It has tendency to rotate clockwise. So we have to rotate this one because the force acting on this is Q and Q, because the torque acting on that. Against the field you have to rotate. To rotate to this one through a small angle d theta, how much work should be done? So work done, I am calculate work done to rotate the dipole, to rotate the dipole through a small angle theta, through small angle theta, small angle d theta, against the field, against the field. This is the concept of potential energy. So work should be done. What is the concept of potential energy? Work should be done against the field is stored in the form of potential energy. So that is what I am going to calculate. So work done to rotate the dipole through a small angle d theta against the field. So that is, so to rotate this, how much dW is equal to, it is given by dW is equal to, we have tau d theta. This is the formula for mechanics, +1 mechanics. We have this formula. So to rotate from an angle theta 1 to theta 2, so integral dW is equal to integral tau d theta, that is from theta 1 to theta 2. The total work done I will write here. So total work done, integral W is W, tau is PE sin theta, PE sin theta into d theta, that we have to integrate between the limits theta 1 to theta 2. So that is PE are constants, PE integral sin theta d theta from theta 1 to theta 2, that is PE integral sin theta d theta, we get cos theta minus cos theta. So you will get minus cos theta. After integration you substitute the limits theta 1 to theta 2. So we can write it as upper limit cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1 when you are substituting. So this, since minus is there, you can write it as lower limit minus upper limit, that is cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. So I reverse this one. After substituting upper limit minus lower limit, I reverse this one because of this minus. Okay, I multiplied with minus, then I got cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. This is work done to rotate a dipole through a small angle from theta 1 to theta 2. So this potential energy, it is a potential energy. Suppose the potential energy of the system here, if you rotate from an angle 90 degrees, so theta 1 you take 90 and theta 2 let it be theta. Okay, let theta 1 be 90 and theta 2 will be theta. then work done to rotate this one is rotated by the field is you will get cos theta 1 cos 90 0, so PE you will get minus cos theta, so you will get this negative work done by this external agency will be stored in the form of this negative indicates work is done against the field. So it will be stored in the form of potential energy. So potential energy is represented with letter U. U is equal to minus PE cos theta. So we have obtained, this is the expression for the potential energy of this system, that is dipole in a uniform electric field. This we can also be written as U is equal to minus P bar dot E bar. So in vector form we can write it as minus P bar dot E bar. Okay. This is potential energy of this dipole. Now, what are the points we can conclude here with this? The first potential energy is minus PE cos theta. That is, if theta is equal to 0, what does it mean? The dipole is in the direction of the field. P bar and E bar will be in the same direction, like this. This is the direction of E. Dipole will be like this, AB. Both are in the same direction. So what is theta between them? 0. Then what is potential energy? Potential energy is minus PE. Cos 0, 1. So minus PE. That is minimum. So this potential energy is minimum means it is stable equilibrium. It is stable equilibrium. That dipole is under stable equilibrium. So, stable equilibrium. Stable equilibrium. So, when this dipole is said to be in stable equilibrium, this dipole moment is parallel to the electric field. Then this is the direction of E, these lines. So, then it is in under stable equilibrium. In that stable equilibrium, that means it is stable. When we can this mechanics concept from 11th class, when the potential energy of the system is minimum, then we can say that it is under stable equilibrium. You have to, in objective they will ask, how do you identify this stable equilibrium? So your answer should be, you find the potential energy. If it is minimum, then we can say that that system is in stable equilibrium. If rotate this one, if you disturb slight disturbance from this stable equilibrium, it causes its potential energy increases. Its potential energy increases. It has a tendency to again restores back. So when you disturb a small disturbance increases its potential energy of the dipole, and it has a tendency to bring back. So when you leave that from that position, it again comes to in this direction, in the direction of field. So that is called stable equilibrium. Suppose if you pivot this dipole is pivoted at its center, then it executes SHM. So a small disturbance causes cause potential energy increase, causes potential energy increase, and if it is pivot, if pivot at center, it executes SHM. It executes SHM. What is SHM? Simple harmonic motion. What is its nature of the motion? It is simple harmonic motion. In the problems they will ask angular frequency. So angular frequency, it when you pivot this dipole like this, dipole, let it be a dipole, you pivot like this. How it is? Pivot at center parallel to the field. You small disturbance, you turn this small disturbance causes to rotate. So leave it. Then it will executes like this, SHM. So it executes SHM about the point of pivot. So when you rotate like this, the torque acting on that. What is that torque acting on that? Because P bar cross E bar, torque will act in this direction because of this field. How much torque that is? PE. So that torque acting on that is PE sin theta. PE sin theta. If theta is small, this torque is called restoring torque. Restoring torque. Because it brings back its original position. Hence we can represent with the minus. If theta is small, sin theta can be taken as theta. Sin theta can be approximately equal to theta. So we will take that assumption. PE theta, that is tau. So junior inter mechanics, what is tau? From rotatory motion, I alpha. What is I? Moment of inertia of this dipole about its center, and alpha is angular acceleration. So what is I? Moment of inertia. Moment of inertia of the dipole, and alpha is angular acceleration. Angular acceleration. What is theta? Angular displacement. Angular displacement. So alpha is, we have minus PE by I of theta. That is, during its oscillations, PEI it won't change. So angular acceleration is proportional to minus angular displacement. So this is the condition for SHM. So we have condition for SHM is essential condition for SHM. This is called angular SHM. What is that? Alpha is equal to, we have omega square theta, omega square x. A is equal to minus omega square x. This is the standard equation for SHM. Standard equation for SHM. This is essential condition for SHM. A, linear acceleration, omega, angular acceleration, angular velocity, x, linear displacement. This is the condition. The similar equation is angular acceleration minus omega square theta. This is angular SHM. You compare this equation with this. What you get? We get angular velocity. Angular velocity. So what is angular velocity? Omega. So compare with this, we will get alpha, theta, minus, instead of omega we will get square root of PE by I. Okay. So this is angular velocity. So you may get problem based on this. What is angular velocity of the dipole? you will get this. So then time period it will ask. Time period. What is the time period? Time taken for one oscillation, like this. Time taken for one oscillation. One oscillation. T is equal to, we have 2 pi by omega. So that is T is equal to 2 pi. What is omega? Pe by I, square root of I by Pe. So this is one of the applications for IIT JEE mains, and NEET also you may get questions based on this. What is the time period? Time period of the, so what I will conclude this one. When a dipole is pivoted at its center in the direction of the field, if it disturbs, slight disturbance, then it executes SHM. Then the question is, what is its angular velocity? You get this one, square root of Pe by I. What is its time period? 2 pi into square root of I by Pe. So this is the answer for this. Okay. The next case is, here potential energy, the first case is theta is equal to 0. Case 1, potential energy is, by using this formula, you will get minus Pe, that is U minus Pe. Theta is theta value, first column, second column potential energy, theta 0. What we discussed, theta 0, that means P bar, E bar are in the same direction. So this is the diagram, third column. Then potential energy is minus Pe, then it is called, what is the torque acting on it? Torque is equal to, we have the formula Pe sin theta, theta is 0, torque on it is 0. This is the fourth column. So the fifth column is, it is under stable equilibrium. Okay. So this is the point we discussed. Okay. Now if theta is 90 degrees, that means dipole is perpendicular to the electric field. Electric field will be in this direction along the x-axis. Dipole will be perpendicular to it. Then theta becomes 90. Then what is potential energy? Cos 90. So potential energy becomes 0. What is the torque acting on it? Theta. Torque is Pe. Sin 90 is 1. So it has maximum torque acting on that. If you leave like this, the dipole, it will comes like this. Automatically it will comes like this. Like a freely suspended bar magnet always shows north-south direction, because the magnetic field will rotate the magnet. That is the principle of compass. Same thing happened here. So the dipole, if you keep like this perpendicular to the field, it aligned automatically in the direction of the field. So the field will rotate. Okay. If you rotate like this and keep like this, that means you are doing the work against the field. That will be stored in the form of potential energy. That potential energy. So if you leave like this, that potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. Again it will come like this. So this entire potential energy here, when it comes to in this position, that is mean position or stable equilibrium position, entire potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. Suppose here, what is the kinetic energy, rotational kinetic energy of this dipole in this position? If you have to write the potential energy possessed by here, it is Pe. So that kinetic energy is equal to Pe, change in its potential energy. So you will get 0 minus of minus Pe. You will get Pe. That much of kinetic energy possessed by it. This equilibrium is called neutral equilibrium. This equilibrium is called neutral equilibrium. Neutral equilibrium. So it has a tendency to return its mean position. Okay. So it has neutral equilibrium. Next, theta is equal to 180. So potential energy is cos 180 minus 1, minus of minus becomes plus. So it will become Pe. So that is maximum. So potential energy is maximum. So how the diagram? The diagram will be, field will be like this and the dipole will be like this, opposite to that. These two are in opposite. So theta is 180. So potential energy, how much it will possess? Pe. Pe. So to rotate from in this position to in this position, how much work should be done? Pe in this position. How much the final position here? Pe is minus Pe. So final minus initial, that is Pe minus of minus Pe, you will get to 2 Pe. So work done to rotate this dipole from here in this position to here, this position to this position. How much work should be done? Answer 2 Pe, because the final potential energy minus initial potential energy, it gives work done to rotate the dipole from 0 to 180 degrees. So what is the torque acting on this position? Torque is also 0, because sin 180 is 0. So this is unstable equilibrium. Unstable equilibrium. Unstable equilibrium is nothing but the system has maximum potential energy. That is the mechanics concept. Now this is regarding this, we know that there are 3 types of equilibriums. We know that in mechanics: stable equilibrium, neutral equilibrium and unstable equilibrium. Okay. Now in equilibrium means the resultant force acting on it is 0. Resultant force is 0. That is the meaning of concept of equilibrium. Now I want force acting on the dipole. The force acting on the dipole. Acting on the dipole. On the dipole. I want this. The force, whenever you need force acting on the dipole due to electric field, how do you calculate this? The force acting on the dipole due to electric field. Since the electric field is conservative field, since electric field is conservative in nature, conservative in nature, conservative in nature, we have F is equal to, a force F is said to be conservative, it is minus du by dr. So it satisfies this equation. This is the mechanics concept from 11th class. So F is equal to minus du by dr, that is negative potential energy gradient, variation of potential energy with respect to distance. You will get force. That is, you differentiate. Say this is the very important formula. Okay. Whenever you want force acting on the dipole, you differentiate the potential energy expression with respect to r. You will get force. This is very important concept, okay, to solve the problems. Keep this point in mind. So that is F is equal to minus d by dr of potential energy. Potential energy is minus, get minus PE cos theta. So you differentiate this, negative potential energy, differentiate this, minus potential energy, you will get this. Here is minus, minus of minus, you will get plus. So you will get force acting on the dipole is d by dr of, otherwise you differentiate this potential energy, you will get force acting on the dipole. Okay. Suppose you take this example. Suppose the dipole will be like this, field will be like this. How much force acting on that? The force acting on that is, since force acting on the dipole is d by dr of u, this is example, one example to understand the force acting on the dipole. PE, that is in this position, theta is equal to 0, minus PE. Is it constant? So this PE is constant. So constant, it won't vary. So if you differentiate, you will get 0. That is one example. Okay. If it makes an angle theta, then it will becomes, suppose the dipole will be like this, P, it makes an angle theta with the direction of the field. This is the E, this is P, this angle is theta. Then you differentiate this one, F is equal to d by dr of negative potential energy gradient, that is PE cos theta minus PA cos theta. You will get force acting on the dipole. Okay. So far we discussed the potential energy, and one more point I want to conclude, that is, when a dipole is in a uniform electric field, net force acting on it is 0. See, we can also explain like this: a dipole P is placed in a uniform electric field parallel to it. The force acting on it will be 0, because this dipole is minus q plus q. The forces acting on this, it is F is equal to minus, F is equal to EQ in this direction. On positive charge, force will be in this direction. Magnitude is EQ. These two forces are equal in magnitude, opposite in direction. So they cancel with each other. Thus also we can argue the force acting on a dipole when placed in a uniform electric field like this parallel, or you can keep it in any position, the force acting on it is 0. So when a dipole is placed in a uniform electric field, force is 0, but torque is not 0, but torque acting on it is not 0. So it has only rotatory motion. Rotatory motion. So it will rotate. No translatory motion. No translatory motion. Because net force acting on it is 0. This is the first point. Second point, when a dipole is placed in a non-uniform electric field, non-uniform electric field, non-uniform electric field, force is also not equal to 0, very important, and torque is also not equal to 0. So it has both translatory and rotatory motions. Rotatory motions. So here I am giving two important points. What is that? The first point is, when a dipole is placed in a uniform electric field, the net force acting on it is 0, but a torque not equal to 0. So it has only rotatory motion, no translatory motion. That is the point number 1. Second point is, when a dipole is placed in a non-uniform electric field, force are not equal to 0, torque is also not equal to 0. So it has both translatory and rotatory motions when you left free. Okay. So next one, the last one is distributed dipoles. With that I am going to close this today. And the last topic in dipoles is distributed dipoles. Distributed dipoles. I think you know this, distributed dipoles. So suppose, what is the dipole moment of this? Suppose this is plus 2q, minus q, minus q. What is the dipole moment of this system? Find dipole of the system. Dipole moment of the system. We want dipole moment of the system. So what is the dipole moment of this system? So these are the equilateral triangle of side length A. So here you can assume this plus 2q you divide as plus q and plus q, makes plus 2q. So this is one dipole minus 2 plus, and this is minus 2 plus another dipole. So the net dipole moment is, so one is will be like this and another will be like this, P. So what is angle between them? One is will be like this, angle is, this is theta, 60 degrees. So angle between them is 60 degrees. Theta is 60. In equilateral triangle, this angle is 60 degrees. So what is the net dipole moment? Dipole moment we can define as q into separation. What is the separation? A. Separation between the charges is A. So dipole moment has magnitude, P is equal to q into A. Then what is the resultant moment? So the resultant dipole moment of the system is, we have 2p cos theta by 2. So this is plus 1 vectors. So we got, otherwise you can use parallelogram law. Square root of p1 square plus p2 square plus 2 p1 p2 cos theta from parallelogram law. Otherwise you use this formula 2p into cos 60 by 2 cos 30. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. This is root 3 by 2. 2 to get cancelled, you will get root 3 p. That is root 3 p is q into a. So this is the net dipole moment of the system. This is the answer. We take second example. Distributed dipoles. Let it be plus 2q minus q minus 2q minus 2q, again plus 2q. Suppose the system will be like this. What is the net dipole moment of the system? So this is how it is. Otherwise you keep minus q. This is minus, here is also, this is minus 3q, minus 3q, minus 2q. So okay, suppose will be like this. I will keep like this, I will take like this, minus 3q plus 2q minus q plus q. I want a net dipole moment. Find the dipole moment of the system. Same question. How you can answer this? See how we are answering. You divide this one into this. How we can divide? This one is separate. This is, let it be a, sides of the square. So what is this? Minus 2q minus, this is one dipole. This is another dipole. This is, one will be like this. One you take in this direction. P, I define P is equal to Q into A. I take. So P is equal to Q into A, one dipole, and another dipole will be like this, minus 2 plus, I will write like this, minus 2 plus, this one is over, this one is over. Here 2 is gone. Plus 2q can be written as plus q and plus q. So one dipole is minus q2 plus q, one dipole, and another is minus 2 plus. So two dipoles are over here. This 2 is over. Here one is over. One is over and 2 is left. So minus q, minus q, minus q. Minus 3q we can write like this. So that is minus q, 1 minus q gone with this in this direction. 2 minus q's are left. So you will get in this direction, you will get, I will write here. So I will take this one is, I will join all the tails here to get angle between them. This is P. Okay, I will extend this one. Both are same. Both are same. And this one in this direction we have 2 p's. So minus 2p. Okay. So minus 2p here, plus 2 can be written as, plus 2q can be written as plus q and plus q. So 1 minus q plus q makes one dipole, minus q plus q makes another dipole. Both are in the same direction. So you will get minus 2p. So all, I think all these are over. I want a dipole moment of this system. So this is one vector, second vector, third vector. We add these three vectors. How we can add these three vectors? This p and minus p. It makes minus p in this direction, minus p, minus p. What is minus p? There is no minus here because it is in this direction. I will take this one as 2p. So 2p and p. Here it will becomes p. You add these two, you will get p. Because these two are in opposite vectors. 11th standard vectors I am using for addition. What is this addition? Vector addition. So I think you know how to add vectors. I am adding vectors. How many vectors are here? The first vector, second vector, remaining vectors will be in this direction, 2p. Total 1, 2, 2, 4. 4 vectors. I want 4 vectors, add. So these 2 vectors are in the same direction. So I add p plus p, it will become 2p. So 2p and p, add these 2. You will get resultant p in this direction and p. So p, p and add. You will get resultant in this direction. What is resultant? Root 2p. So answer, resultant dipole moment is root 2p. Answer. So it is root 2p. That is root 2. Instead of p, can I write q into a? So q into a. So this is one more question. These are from objective. You may get questions in IIT JEE mains and NEET. You will get such a type of questions. That is called distributed dipole systems. Here what I did, just I divide this charge into parts, equal parts, and I consider as 2 dipoles. Okay. Same thing I consider here. I divide the charges into parts, equal parts, minus q, minus q, minus q. Plus 2q can be divided as plus q and plus q. And you treat as dipoles, minus q and plus you take one dipole, minus plus you take another dipole, like this. That's why you will get a 2p. Okay. Then I add all the vectors. I got resultant. This is the procedure to calculate resultant dipole moment of this system, which is system distributed systems. Okay. So this is the dipole. So in today's class we are completed these topics. Okay. So today I will stop. Thank you.